think Ruiz kicks his ass. Again, I think Joshua's he's a very good fighter, but I just think Ruiz is better. I think he has his number. Style-wise, he's tailor-made for getting it done. There were certain things that I saw when I went back and watched the fight, because I didn't watch it live. That I saw that.
So you have the zone?
No, actually, I don't.
Borrow somebody's login?
No. I actually went over my guy's house. Yeah, went over my guy's house, and I've actually watched 2 of the fights over there.
So, ever been to Saudi Arabia?
Ever been? Yes, I've been there.
So what can you tell us?
But am I going? I'm not going to the Ruiz fight.
But safe place, obviously. You went. You were there with Floyd, I believe, right?
No, I went there on some business.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was your experience?
It was good.
So no one should have anything up there. Everybody should be good.
Yeah, everything.
What do you think about a fight of that magnitude going to Saudi Arabia? Do you feel like this is our version of Thriller Manila?
I have no problems with the fight taking place there. It's not my promotion, not my decision. I don't have nothing to do with it. If they feel as though that they can generate a lot of revenue there, it's not my choice or decision, and I don't have any problems with it.
But does it give it that Thriller Manila like feel because it's out of country so far, somewhere we didn't expect?
I think that kind of feeling is driven by the fighters.
Those are the words of Leonard Ellerbe. He says that Andy Ruiz kicks his ass, which is Anthony Joshua's, again. He feels that Andy Ruiz has his number. He said that Anthony Joshua is a very good fighter, but Andy Ruiz is better. Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua is tailor-made for Ruiz due to the height, due to the style. And what I say about that is, before I counterpunch, let me add this note. They asked him, well, you didn't see the fight live. Where'd you see the fight? Because the fight was on the zone, of course. He said, oh, you seen it at your house or you have the zone? He says, no, I don't. I seen it at my guy's house. Right? And that shows you that those guys are very adamant on not supporting platforms that they have nothing to do with. But they know certain fights have interest, so they still watch them. They'll just go somewhere else to watch the fight instead of support the fight in their own home, right? They're not going to support a subscription-based thing that is meant to tear them down, but it does not stop them from watching the content on that platform. I thought that's what was weird. It kind of reminds me of Wilder, because Wilder said the same thing. Hey, I watch it from a friend of mine's. I don't go out, but I do want to see it done. But karma is a bitch. See, those type of decisions you make when you don't want to support other platforms, because I believe it's your competitor. If you were Reebok, you wouldn't want to support Nike, but then this is different from those type of competitors. Boxing is a sport that everyone should support. It doesn't matter if it's pay-per-view. It doesn't matter if it's the Zone, some streaming-based service. It doesn't matter. Because I always told people, if PBC, which I know Fox has a streaming service, you could watch Fox. You could watch these fights on Fox. You can download the app. I support the app. I support pay-per-view. I support the Zone. But here's the thing. When you have people, and I know this was a bad idea for the Zone to do, was to try to downplay pay-per-view, which pay-per-view is going to go away eventually. In a couple years, it will be gone. It's just not gone yet. However, I think pay-per-view is one of those things where it should be gone gradually due to the fact that the markets change, people change. The way people look at television will change. I don't think it should go out of business or be pushed out of business by something new. That's my only thing. Like the zone shouldn't have all pay-per-view screwed, and Canelo Alvarez see. That's not the right approach. I think they should have focused more on the app and the benefits of the app versus, hey, how better this app is than pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Or a pay-per-view option. Kind of like DirecTV and cable, how they do that all the time, But anyway, back to Leonard Ellerbe. Due to the fact that he is an Al Heyman guy, he is affiliated with Al Heyman because he promotes his own fighters, obviously, with the money team with Mayweather Promotions, right? I think that it's in his best interest to go for Ruiz. It would make me feel better for Leonard Ellerbe if Leonard Ellerbe really didn't have anything to do with it. He said it's not his promotion, but he knows what's best for him and his colleagues. His colleagues is Al Heyman. They are hand-to-hand people. So it's not one of those things where, oh, I have nothing to do with it. I'm unbiased, but I don't watch the zone because I'm a pay-per-view guy. Of course, you're going to look at that. Yes, I'm hoping that Ruiz wins. That's why he's siding with Ruiz. Now, his analysis might be correct. Ruiz might have his number. Don't get me wrong, because that could happen. Because that happens with a lot of great fighters, good fighters. They get beat. Sugar Shane Mosley got beat. De La Hoya got beat. Fernando Vargas got beat. Trinidad got beat. These guys can be beaten. Okay, just because you're a good fighter or a great fighter doesn't mean you cannot be beat. Okay, we need to get that Mayweather shit out of our head. You know what I'm saying? But he could be right. But then it just doesn't look well because it's still coming from someone that is on that side of the platform. And when I say that side of the platform, I mean with the pay-per-view model. Okay? That supports pay-per-view because that's what they've rocked with for the longest of time. They know, what the landscape is, the projections. They know. That's what they bank on. That's what they use, So it looks good. The analysis looks good for Leonard Ellerbe, but then you can't help but to think maybe you're biased by default. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Leonard Ellerbe's statements. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.